What lousy weather. What kind of a strange shop is this? Well, it'll do as a shelter from the rain. Hello? Anybody there?
There's no need to shout, my young friend. How can I help you?
Actually, I'm just here because it's raining outside.
Well then, now that you're here, you might want to have a look around.
Sure, why not? What are you selling here?
Candles.
Candles? Wouldn't have thought that one could live on that.
Mr. Teeth's customers appreciate his special assortment.
What could be so special about candles? I could buy them anywhere.
Not my candles, young friend. My candles are magic.
Magic? I see.
Don't you believe me? Maybe I should show you something. Would you like to play a game?
Yikes! How did you do that? Where does the fire come from?
I'll explain that later. Look here. Do you see these 3 shells? Tell me where the flame is.
That was much too fast. I can only guess.
Well then, take a guess.
Okay, I guess it's the left one.
Right, once again.
That was even faster. Nobody could have seen that.
Guess.
I think the flame is in the middle.
Right again.
I seem to be lucky today.
That's not luck. No matter how fast I shuffle the shells, you'll always know where the flame is. That's because you feel their magic. Without doubt, you have a considerable gift for magic. That's why you feel the magic of the flame.
Indeed, I felt something. Some kind of tingle in my hand. Somehow I had the feeling that my fingers were dragged to one of the shells.
Not to the shell, to the flame. Do you want to learn more about the world of magic? Maybe even become a magician? You would have to go on a journey, a magic journey. You would have to find your spiritual guide, and you would have to overcome your deepest fears.
I'm not really fearful.
Oh, everybody is afraid sometimes. The question is whether you make use of your fears to your own advantage, or whether they poison you.
And this spiritual guide? I know something like that from the Indians.
Exactly. He'll guide you and help you with your challenges, but the guide is very hard to find. Many never find him, and it breaks them down. Yet if you find him and overcome your fears, you'll also be able to control the magic. But I've almost told you too much. Well then, what do you think? Do you want to go on the journey?
I think so. What could happen anyway?
Oh, a lot. But you'll find out soon enough. And now, concentrate and watch the flame. Follow it with your eyes. Watch the flame.
Okay. I watch the flame. Hey, what's that? What does that mean? Where am I? Man, this Mr. Teeth didn't lie. Wherever I am here, it is far away from home. This looks like very medieval. At least the houses.
Hey, you there. Come here. Yes, you. At last. Come on, get me out of here.
What? Who or what are you? Are you really talking to me?
Do you see anyone else around, Melvin? Open up the cage and let me out. I'm getting sort of claustrophobic in here.
This thing knows my name.
Thing? Are you nuts? I'm an elf and my name is Fiona, idiot. Now open up this stupid cage. I need to get out.
I always thought that elves were nice.
This is a widespread misconception. And the longer I sit in here, the nastier I get.
I always thought elves had magic skills. Why don't you use your magic to get out?
You think you're pretty smart, eh? If you lock up an elf, it loses its magic powers. I thought everyone knows that.
How am I supposed to free you? The cage hangs so high and I'm not going to climb this tree.
Oh, you don't have to climb. Just use a stick to knock on the tree stem 3 times and the cage will open. Try it.
Knock against the tree? This is supposed to work? I doubt that. But if you say so. I'll take this branch. Okay. I knock on the tree with the stick 3 times. This is supposed to help? Hey, the cage really opens up.
This took a while. I thought you will never let me out of this cage.
You weren't really locked up in there in the first place, were you?
Oh, the man has a sharp eye.
And why did you have me knocking against the tree with this stupid stick?
Take it as your first challenge. I'm your spiritual guide. My job is to test you.
You're my spiritual guide. Mr. Teeth said it would be nearly impossible to find you.
Yeah, I know. The old hide-and-seek thing. I'm not doing that anymore. It's too exhausting.
Exhausting?
Yes. You wouldn't believe how blind some people can be. I was bored of you humans not being able to expose a simple invisibility. So I started simply introducing myself right off the bat.
Mr. Teeth said I need to confront my fears or something like that. What do I have to do?
It's as simple as this. You need to get rid of your fears, otherwise you'll never be a magician.
That's what Mr. Teeth said. I guess it's not an easy task.
You bet. You will have to pass 5 challenges in which you'll have to overcome your worst fears. And I won't tell you when the challenges begin. But now you need to take care of this town and its curse. Everything else will take care of itself.
What are these fears that I have to confront?
Well, I guess it's all those fears you humans are exposed to. The fear of disappointment, fear of loneliness, fear of failure, and the fear of death. And by far the worst fear, the fear of fear itself.
When I think about it, these are all very unpleasant things.
Exactly. But don't be afraid. I had cases which were more hopeless than yours is. These candidates died after the 2nd or 3rd challenge. But who cares? Don't be discouraged by that.
As my spiritual guide, can you tell me where I am exactly?
Of course. You're in the town of Talon.
Never heard of it.
Of course not. You're from a place far away from here. Don't start to think about it. It won't get you anywhere. The only thing that you should care about right now is that Talon has a problem you need to solve. The town is cursed.
What kind of curse lays upon this town?
Well, embarrassing situation. Most of the people of this town are getting pretty strange at night. They're really going crazy. Ugly at times. Wait, are you old enough to hear this?
Sure. I mean, sooner or later, in a few years.
Too bad. Then here's the short version. At night, you'll meet gamblers, heavy drinkers, and lecherous old men here. And these are just the harmless ones. No one knows why this all happens as soon as the sun goes down.
What can I do to remove this curse?
You have to find that out by yourself. I already told you too much. You should speak to the councillors first. The town hall isn't far away. In fact, you're standing in front of it.
Well, I'm off.
Not so fast. I have something else for you. This beautiful map. You can use it to easily travel between the areas of the town. I better not get into the details of how it works. You wouldn't understand it anyway.
How did you get to know Mr. Teeth?
Oh, well, there used to be a competition where you could win trips around the world.
What kind of ridiculous story is this? You're just lying.
Who cares? But you're right. I won't tell you the truth anyway. It'd be much too complicated for your simply structured intellectual mechanism.
About those challenges.
Oh, I hope you won't start complaining now, because you only have yourself to thank for that. Well then, what do you want to know?
Can you tell me something about the fear of failure?
I guess you know the dreadful feeling when 1,000 eyes stare at you while they're just waiting for a mistake that makes them spitefully laugh at you. Just like me now. I guess you humans call that feeling stage fright.
There was no need to put it that precisely.
You have to be really conscious of that fear, I reckon. Apart from that, you're the kind of guy who's scared stiff of something like that. That's rather tempting.
I've never worried about disappointments. I stand above that.
Look who's talking. You're always afraid of your so-called buddies ignoring you or letting you down because you're just the funny guy with the quirk. And 'cause you're afraid of disappointment, you don't even start lots of things in order to make sure you can't fail. Just don't even try to talk your way out of this. I can see into the depths of your soul.
I don't fear loneliness. It just ensures that everybody leaves me alone.
You don't want to be left alone. You want everything a boy of your age usually wants. Lots of friends, and most of all, a girlfriend.
What exactly is the fear of being afraid?
Nobody likes to be afraid, that's for sure. But you also can really be afraid of being afraid. That's about the worst thing to happen, because you might end up spiritually paralysed.
I'm not that far already.
But you might end up there. To protect yourself from such a state, you have to learn to overcome yourself. What you need is courage, you big hero.
Tell me, this fear of death, I hope this challenge isn't dangerous.
How do you mean that? This challenge is to check whether you're afraid of death. How can I guarantee you that you won't die?
But in adventures like this, the hero never dies.
Ha! Guess how many said that before you? You can visit them all. At the cemetery.
Let's talk about something else. I want to ask you something about this world.
All right then.
You elves are not all what I had imagined.
The humans are not what I had imagined as well. Less like greenhorns and without so many stupid questions on the tips of their tongues. There's just so many different kinds of elves. Every little child understands that.
Back to, reality. Enough said. Lots of official stuff. I don't think I need this. Lots of official stuff. I don't think I need this.
Stop! What do you want?
I would like to talk to the town councillor.
Ha! Lots of people want this and only a few are able to. Why should I let you, of all people, pass?
You have to let me pass. I want to help the town.
Many people say that. But you can't trick me. You hear? Not me.
I want to free the town from its curse.
Curse? What curse? I don't know of any curse.
Well, I heard different things.
Nonsense. There is no curse. And if there was one, it wouldn't be any of your business.
I'm Melvin. And who are you?
You don't know who Yorog is? Is that possible? You really don't know who you are talking to?
The terrible guardian of the border, refusing to let me move on?
I'm the janitor.
Oh no! I didn't know. I'm so sorry. How could I be so disrespectful? Tell me, are you always so unfriendly?
No, you're lucky. Most of the time, my mood is even worse. Sometimes people just drop dead in my presence because my bad mood simply kills them. You're lucky that my ill temper level is so low today. Must have something to do with the weather.
Why do janitors always have to show off like that?
You have no idea. As a janitor, there is quite a lot you have to do to get the respect you merit.
Oh, so that's what it's all about. And I thought you were just taking out your frustration about your messed up life on as many people as possible.
Excuse me? You dirty rascal!
People have called me worse things.
Ah, my nerves! Stop! What do you want?
Being a janitor must be a really great job.
What's so great about having to deal with brats like you every day?
Oh well, you can act out your inferiority complex and make yourself feel great.
How dare you! Miserable little... you! Just a little sip to calm my nerves. Stop! What do you want?
Okay then, I would like an appointment with the town councillor. What do I have to do to get one?
Ah, you accept your destiny. I like that. You can't escape it anyway. So whoever wants to see the town councillor must take a number. Here, take this.
Okay, this says 9,988. The board says 13. Don't tell me this means what I think it does.
The whole thing is pretty easy. There are 9,975 morons waiting in front of you. At the current speed, it would be your turn in about 16 years, 7 months, and 11 days.
I can't wait that long. Isn't there a way to speed things up a little?
You could apply for an expedited procedure like the 9,975 people before you. However, their applications haven't been processed yet either. And since we are so overworked with the processing of all these expedited applications, things will slow down even more in the end.
Great. What am I supposed to do with this number slip now? I have to find someone with a lower number. An ordinary stinky trash can.
What's up?
Have you been an innkeeper for a long time?
Sure, as long as I can think of. However, my parents say I started thinking quite late.
Not exactly crowded in here.
Of course not. It's daytime. People tend to come at night. Then it gets really crowded in here. At least that's what I assume because the till is always filled the next morning. Another possibility could be that I raise the prices at night.
See you later. This was obviously made by the hands of a structural designer.